I'm continuing to watch and monitor storms as they make their way east, exiting the valley. Most parts of the valley dry at this point, but still some areas experiencing some heavy rain and potentially damaging winds. Let's go ahead and take a closer look to see just what areas are still experiencing some of those heavier rains that moved through just under an hour ago. Here we are in Lawrence County, where we've seen most of these storms move off to the east. Again, we still have this area of heavier rain, possibly some damaging winds making their way out of Lawrence County. If we move up to Mercer County, still quite a bit of heavy rain at this time. Lightning tracker showing not a lot of thunder and lightning coming from this storm at this time. But if you're in the Sandy Lake area, French Creek area, still very heavy rain, potentially damaging winds being produced from these storms. Now, rest of the valley, though, still starting to dry out, but we still have another concern for this evening. We do have flood warnings, flood watches, and flood advisories issued. We have a flood watch issued for Trumbull County until 10 p.m. this evening. That flood advisory for Mercer County until 7:45 p.m. this evening. We experienced quite a bit of rain, some heavy downpours at times, so areas of localized flooding, some streets flooded. If you're headed out tonight, be careful. Do not drive on a road that you see standing water. You don't know how deep it is and could potentially be dangerous. So as I mentioned, most of these storms on their way out, continuing to monitor them this evening. Paul Wetzel is in the Storm Team 27 Weather Center. We'll continue to watch these. We'll stream live online if these storms warrant it. Behind these storms, good news, much drier air, much more stable air moving into the valley. So let's break down the rest of your evening. Parts of the valley could still see some stronger storms for the next hour or so as they continue to move east, but expecting drier air, mostly cloudy skies for the rest of tonight. Here's a look overnight. It won't rule out the chance of an isolated shower or storm, but not expecting widespread storms again this evening. Tomorrow morning, good news, dry start to your Monday, mostly cloudy skies. I'm going to throw a chance in for an isolated shower or storm into the afternoon, but expecting a mostly dry start to your week. Temperatures also going to cool down. It was a very soupy, warm, muggy day in the valley before the rain moved in. We're going to start to see those temperatures cool down. So right now in the lower 50s in Trumbull County, 54 in Newton Falls, 66 in Austintown, still in the 70s in Wellsville and Calcutta. But again, those temperatures are going to start to cool down. Tonight, our low 51 degrees. For the next hour or so, that's when we still could see that chance of a shower or storm for some parts of the valley, but quiet as we head into the overnight hours. Tomorrow, much cooler, a high of 60 degrees, an isolated shower, but expecting a mostly dry start to your work week. Here's a look at the rest of your 7-day forecast. As I promised, drier weather for Tuesday and Wednesday. Temperatures slowly starting to climb as we head throughout the week, and eventually by next weekend. We do have another chance for some showers and storms into next weekend. Temperatures in the lower 80s. In regard to tonight, Paul and I will be in the Weather Center keeping an eye on these storms. You can follow us on social media. If any of these storms warrant it, we will be streaming online to keep everyone up to date and everyone safe this evening.